Hello students, welcome to this ethics class. Today we will discuss 2023b. Again, attempt this question before watching this video. You can write ethics answers in a number of ways. It is a very subjective paper. Based on your own understanding, you have to write the answer. The will to power exists, but it can be tamed and be guided by rationality and principles of moral duty. Examine this statement in the context of international relations. So we need to examine in the context of international relations, and we have to see that trying to become more powerful does not mean we have to develop only military power or something like that. It is in fact irrational. It is not the military power that is very important these days, because there are no winners in war. Especially if it is a nuclear war, there are definitely no winners. There are no winners in any kind of war. So we need to understand what power is with rationality, and we can develop our power with principles of moral duty. And that is how we would be able to develop our power significantly with rationality and with principles of moral duty in contemporary world. Let us see. In international relations, soft power and values are becoming increasingly important to become powerful. Violence, military and wars are seen as options where no one gains and hence are losing relevance with rationality. Non-violence gave power to developing countries in non-alignment movement. Equal opportunity gave rise to special and differential treatment to developing countries in WTO. So if we see, these values are the ones that are giving power. Negotiations and peaceful methods like economic sanctions are driving compliance and change in international relations. So negotiations have become very important, and economic sanctions, which are peaceful methods, are driving compliance in international relations. To expand soft power, so now let us see how the countries are trying to expand their power. So India is relying on development assistance, empathy. Britain is relying on rule of law. The West is relying on democracy. So to expand their power, they are relying on these values. And cooperation and mutual respect have become important in finalizing free trade agreements. So finalizing this agreement is very essential to grow significantly in economy, civilization and innovation. So for that, cooperation and mutual respect are the important values that are helping us in finalizing these agreements very quickly. So there is a important ways of strengthening our power, our economic power, our trade power, primarily because we have the power of values. And even for bilateral relations and collaborative programs like joint space programs, we need this cooperation and mutual respect values. Responsibility towards future generations and developed countries' responsibility is driving climate change negotiation. Climate change negotiations, climate change funding, adaptations and mitigation. So if we see, the responsibility towards future generation is another value that is driving these negotiations and funding. And also developed countries have accepted that they have uneven role. They have more role in to curb climate change. To address the climate change, they have more role. So if we see, values are the ways through which countries are becoming more powerful. Thus, rationality and values are driving will to power in international relations. So if we see, it comes to around 146 words. It is no longer military power, but it is values and soft power that are important. Non-violence is a great value. Equal opportunity is another value, equality. Then rule of law, democracy, empathy, cooperation, mutual respect. All of these values are strengthening nations. They are allowing countries to become more powerful in terms of soft power and values. So that is all. Thank you.